Hi. That's my whole intro. I would summarize what happened in the last episode, but let's face it, if you haven't been watching the whole series, then nothing you're looking at right now makes sense. And there's no way I can summarize all of it, so just go watch the first episode, I guess, if you haven't. This game is immensely fascinating. Oh my goodness, I just got jump scared by my reflection. It's gonna be one of those days, huh? Hello. Touch. Third eye. Okay. Neat. Oh.
Frank, can you hear me?
Oh, thank God. Yes, I can hear you.
Finally. It seems the effect of the mixture starts to wear off. Frank, heed me carefully. Time is running out, so I must be brief. Where exactly are you?
Dr. Faust, is that you? I'm inside the caves below the base. Where are you?
Listen, I cannot talk much. I know that you are having trouble remembering, but you must keep going. Use one of the submarines and follow the light.
Okay.
Do you hear me? Come on, please. Where are you?
The mixture wearing off and stuff, that sounds very much like Amnesia. Cool poster. About the climate of the caverns. It is possible to assume that, due to volcanic activities in the Earth's crust, the climate here is humid and temperate, but we don't know exactly whether this is the case. That theory somehow explains the nature of those small scattered fragments of obsidian, along with that cryptic stone wall that welcomes you when entering via the round gate. I'm gonna posit a little bit of a nitpick. It isn't for the sake of criticizing the game or anything, but it's just something that really needs to be spread around more. This is a misuse of the word theory. The word theory and the word idea or guess have become synonymous, and that is not what theory means at all. An actual scientist would be able to describe the difference a lot better than I could in my extreme layman's terms. A theory is the final result of already tested hypothesis. Something to look up if you're interested, but anyways, as men of science, we cannot fully grasp most of the phenomena happening around us. No apparent sign has been left behind, indicating the true motives of the carvers of these inconceivably old caverns. All I am sure of is that this place holds something strange. Grasping the soil here firmly in both hands gives me a rudimentary sensation I cannot translate into words. Something I'm sure no other mortal man has hitherto perceived. Hitherto. About the nature of underwater caverns. Were those maze-like tunnels flooded at some point in time, or were they carved underwater? This was the main topic of debate at last night's meeting, and what Dr. Faust hinted at on various occasions, cited from a dark leather-bound book, was too frightening, at least for the ones who could understand the underlying links. The megalithic statues, ornate standing stones, and the flat areas of polished rock, as we could see at some points, made us think that this place could be a religious temple complex of some sort. We cannot imagine what it looked like in its former days, for now it lies in ruins, bare and without any sign of underwater fauna or flora. Touchy, touchy. This one didn't send me to a haunted mansion. Dr. Blake's Notes 2 on initial discoveries. We finished tweaking the submarines one last time, and again they are ready enough for the next uncertain voyage ahead. This time we will also mark the way with light sources to make it easier for later expeditions. Ignore the spooky sound effect. In a short while, all members of the primary underwater exploration party, led by Dr. James Barlow, will head for the next destination, which appears to be towards the mythical entrance to the legendary Netherworld. Okay, this is the first mention of a netherworld, what the heck? But again, I wonder whether we are looking for something that is not to be found. After all, I have experienced and read and studied here after all those sleepless nights spent discussing the laws of nature and how to bend them, what lies beyond, and how to reach a certain state to see more without eyes. Even I cannot help but think this journey may easily lead straight to hell, but we have to go through it all in search of answers. Dr. Morgan C. Blake. Doctor. Alright, well, I guess it's time to throw ourselves into a submarine that was conveniently left behind. Would you like to get on the submarine? Why do you ask it so ominously? Sure, I guess. Here we go. What's the worst that could happen? Don't answer that. I don't think I have to put a thalassophobic content warning here, but, you know. I suppose if you're spelunkophobic, then you're already having problems, but anyway. I have to pilot this thing? Well, we're dead. Alright, I can go down. Oh, it won't let me hit things. Okay, good. I'm sure an engineer would be geeking out right now, but I'm not an engineer, so cool drawing of a submarine, I guess. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't hold it. I just push it. Follow the lights, he said. Full speed ahead. Live dangerously. Oh, frog statues. I mean, I doubt they're supposed to be frogs, but that's what they look like. Yeah, I definitely should have given a thalassophobia warning. I mean, this isn't exactly that deep, but it looks deep because it's so murky. I overestimated the size of the submarine. It's probably fine. Why did you autosave? Is that insurance if I smack into something really painfully? AKA drive like I normally do? What is that sound? I'm not thalassophobic, but even this makes me uncomfortable. And this just kind of makes me think of GTA 5. I remember piloting the submarine in that game just for fun. I just go out in the ocean and look around. Those were fun times. In Before 6 sucks and has terrible performance issues. Not to be an optimist. Oh!
Okay.
Neat. Anyway, much to see. What the heck is that? What is it? Oh, that's weird. I have no idea what that is. I guess we're going through the next sphincter doorway.
No!
Huh. Was that supposed to happen? I guess so. Oh. The light at the end of the tunnel? Sure, why not? Screw this place. I don't want to go back. Oh. I went back. Did alternative me just get eaten by a squid? Okay. That weird head in here still. Oh, well, there's the schematics for it though. Generated voice is outputted to speakers. Incoming power needs to be regulated. Main feed input, backside, auditory, and visual data are fed to the main system by the primary filters. Is it really possible to feed the machine with an actual brain? Ancient sources speak too secretively about this. Based on the writings of R. Bacon and Wolfgang von Kempelen, I definitely said that wrong. I will try to improve the machine. Well, that's weird. So if that hasn't been made yet, and there it is. Okay, hello. But it's not put out, so this must be in the past somehow. All right. Well, what about James Barlow? Okay, fine. Did you hear that monster? I'm not sure what direction that even came from. Oh, hello. I'm gonna look through your cabinets first, okay? Dr. Faust notes on the stopping of my heart? Pardon? The power of this place, I believe, is too strong for the mind and the body. At the least, it disorients the feelings, bodily functions, and even more so the powers of judgment. Nevertheless, I didn't expect or even prepare for what happened during the session we held 2 days ago. Frank was not able to rise from the deep. Still what strikes me the most is his contorted look and his speech when he came back to life. Pardon? It was only subtle, but I was able to detect it. Doubtlessly, a revulsion of feeling was apparent in his countenance. There was something unnatural, something bizarre behind his marbled eyes. It seemed that he saw the deepest time frame we had been searching for a long time. I cannot be so sure about that, for his consciousness may have been hindering the flow of communication, but it is still highly possible. His speech, even though it was almost indiscernible, seemed awkward and foreign. The pronunciation was barbarously alien, and his diction, had a curiously stilted quality. Beyond any doubt, the speaker was not Frank. I tried to speak to him, but he seemed unaware of me, kept looking at a certain point on the wall in front. What I discerned from his speech was a undead language that only a few people know today, myself included. Diseases? So that would be in relation to that book we saw earlier, the pronunciation of Zesis, or however you say it. So I was the sole person who understood what he had said, and I will keep it that way until everything is settled. The past 2 nights, Frank has woken up screaming, covered in a cold sweat, unable to remember the contents of his dreams, the things that caused him to scream intensely enough to render Mr. Barlow speechless. I will consult PK about this event as soon as possible. Take care, E. Warren Ross. What's PK?
It's stuck.
Oh, he disappeared. Cylinder. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
2 days ago, Frank most probably could have reached the intended time period. Among all the Conarianauts, he is the most, how should I say it, gifted. But unfortunately, his heart ceased beating all of a sudden. This was most unfortunate, because when he came back, he doesn't remember anything specific. I believe there is no other way than increasing the intake dosage of the mixture. Very dangerous, but this seems the only way to raise the time limit and awareness in the sessions.
Risky, irresponsible, perhaps, but they are a research team that signed up for this, so he knows what he's doing. Geronimo? Okay. Ooh.
Where am I?
Am I walking between realities right now?
How did I get here?
How did I get here? Alright, well, it was fun visiting the parallel dimension, I guess? I don't know what the heck is happening.
To other expedition parties, is there anyone who can read me? One person is dead, and 2 others have been injured by the partial ice cave collapse.
What was that sound?
There is something here with us. Do not come through our expedition route. I repeat, do not come through our expedition route.
Yes, I read you. This is Frank. For God's sake, what happened? And please, tell me where I can find you.
Frank, do not stray from your path. We have come across something terrible. Do not come here through our expedition route, no matter what happens. It looks like this fiendish netherworld depends on some kind of energy. An energy that is stored in curious stoneworks similar to an obelisk.
with crystals on top. And they are able to clear away some of the strange plants.
Why did his cadence and voice change so much?
Dr. Faust? Dr. Faust? Oh, come on, not again! This is nonsense. I cannot understand what is going on.
I cannot understand what is going on. Pardon, up the foggy stairs. This is definitely safe.
As I predicted, a race, reptilian in physiology, lived inside these ruins after the original builders. The Elder Things left the area after some unknown cataclysmic event, now lost in an archaic and lost chapter of Earth's history. This relief depicts some reptilian creatures treating an Elder Thing with reverence. And the other relief with 4 tall figures, I believe symbolizes empty vessels. Golems. We've seen the same figures depicted as assuming different roles several times in most of the murals or reliefs we've come across so far.
Alright, so the central thing should be lit up. The thing that was on the mural in the first... Oh, I was supposed to be looking at this when he was talking. Oops. Okay, bunch of reptile people. Alright, so those are obviously the golems. They were literally labeled earlier. These are obviously the reptile people, but these must be the elder things. I found a secret. Have I now?
I can see light coming through a crack in the wall.
I have to break another one? Also, excuse me again. Should be able to sell it on Etsy. Okay, we'll take it. Well, that was fun. Thank you for that. Mine. Ah. Fancy. Oh. Huh? Oh, cool. Okay. Well, what's in here first, I guess? Oh. Hi. I hope I'm not disturbing you. A feathered mask I took from the head of one of the skeletons sitting silently in their eternal resting places. You don't see anything wrong with that sentence? Signs of color that can be seen in the now solidified feathers made me think how flamboyant it might once have been. Mine? Okay. Oh. Why are these so tall? Okay, well. Hello.
From some of the bas reliefs explored in the seemingly oldest structure, which had been weathered into shapeless ruins ages ago, we learned that these reptilian creatures were the inhabitants of this eon-dead city. But while some of them were enshrouded in special coffins, these are standing still, glued to their vertical rock coffins with an awful-looking ooze. Curiously, they were firmly placed in the niches on some of the walls.
Sure thing, man. Alright. Cool. Everybody around here is way too okay with this. So they are not anywhere near disturbed enough.
The
What?
same set of symbols we've seen in strangely carved niches all around here matches with what is written in the oldest parchment. I believe uncertainly that they represent a destination towards somewhere significant.
Okay. Am I just looking for a familiar symbol? I don't recognize any of those either. I have a stink bug on my wall. This will make the third one that I've rescued from my room in the past week. Hold on. Stink bug successfully rescued. Alright, well there's only one that I recognize, and it's this one.
That glyph doesn't ring any bells.
But I've been wrong before. Is that the UFO?
This symbol is exactly the same with the one I saw in the vision about repetition of specific symbols within the caverns below the base.
Surely there was a faster way of saying that. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I've noted down this symbol. I have no idea what the symbol means, though. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright. Neat. Hi. What's up? Huh.
Oh God, what was that all about? A vision, perhaps? Oh, I think somehow it has something to do with the intense headaches.
Is it because your head is hurting? An astute observation.
Blood?
Alright, well, good talk. Was I done in this room? All hail the magic conch shell. Oh.
A network of blue lines and dots appeared out of nowhere, resembling some sort of a star map. But why does that dot glow in a different color than the others?
Is that where we are? Alright, well that was a secret anyway. Oh. Oh, I remember this. Oh, I remember where to go now. This charges the crystal, by the way. Because isn't there... Yes, right here. Completely forgot about that. Straight over, down, and then steep it down, straight up and down, and then this one's at an angle. Wait, direction matters. Okay. I did that very wrong. So it's this way. And then down, but then this one you go up. There you go. Because it's wider at one end and thinner at the other end. Alright, I see. Oh. Okay. Why does that look like it would taste really good? I mean, I'm not an advocate of eating strange mushrooms you come across, but they kind of look like they'd be blue raspberry flavored. Maybe just one? No. But what if? Well, that's unsettling. Huh. I found a secret. Did I want to? One of these things tried to eat me earlier. Or potentially successfully ate the other me. Alright, well, this is obviously a tomb of some kind. Can't go down there. Alright, I've got a terrible feeling that when I take this, everything's gonna come to life. But it's so pretty. I want it. A beautifully ornate metallic mask with a reptilian face carved on it does not indicate anything about the purpose it served in its day. To look cool.
Yes, it is depicted here. Our gateway out of this world. These reliefs clearly portray ancient Conarium, the thing I have been searching for my whole life. As much as I can understand, that one depicts a seemingly dead city as an ever-living organism with lots of mummified bodies connected to the device. Incredible. And the other one depicts an ancient Conarium which is connected to another one, most probably outside of this planet or maybe out of this dimension. Oh my, this is just marvelous.
There we go. Crystal. Chargema. Not you again. Every time you come around, things come to life. We're just gonna leave, like, right now. I have no idea where I'm headed, though, so that's a problem. Maybe back up here? The power of the balls will save me? Huh. I got gobbled up. Well, guess what? Come on. Okay. What? Oh, wait. Oh, that one was supposed to happen. Okay.
All these must be the products of my disordered imagination and nothing more.
Uh-huh. Where am I? You got a weed issue around here? Hello. Alright, good talk. I don't like it here.
I don't know if anybody reads this, or if there is anyone still alive out there. I've lost everybody who was on my search party. I am alone and afraid. Even from the out-of-place echoes of my own footsteps that are reverberating along these halls of ages-long silence. It is hard to tell if I am alive anymore. Those visions, sounds, the devilish scenes described in the release I come across every now and then.
His last dialogue ended with, "We're not supposed to be here." I didn't expect it to cut itself off. Oh, hello. Oh, you guys sound way more human than I was expecting. Oh, can I take this? Mine? An ornate sacrificial dagger, wholly intact and still amazingly sharp, even after all these years of desolation. The elaborate carvings and the curious metallic surface signifying a reptilian nature. Mine. I wonder why underground... Like, reptiles are cold-blooded, right? So if they're truly reptilian, it seems like they would need, like, the sun and stuff to stay warm. I'm thinking about this too hard again. Uh-huh. Fight through it, buddy. Pain's never killed anyone. Is that a true statement? I don't actually think that's true. Don't pay attention to me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone.
What's with the goopy jello floor? Hello. What, I'm gonna hug him? Oh, okay. Jeez. Oh. What? Oh, I'm back in this place. Great.
Was that a sheer delusion?
Twas it? I have no flashlight again. Please let me take this. Thank you. Heck yes. I found a torch. I like that word for flashlight better.
We need to be cautious, not to let anyone else see this grand collection. It could be extremely dangerous for both of us.
Okay. Huh? What the heck are you collecting? Huh. Isn't that the place you fight Chara-Ishvalda? Got there in the end. Well, that casts poison spells.
Madagascar. I have two versions, but this one is extremely rare. It is called Hanaldi. Nobody knows exactly what it means, but from its symbolic depiction of a dark sphere inside a light one, it is thought that it could mean the underworld. I had it brought by an old captain friend who often visits that island for trading purposes.
That's made out of actual human bones, isn't it? Oh, joy. There's another one.
This is exactly the same room I've been in one of my visions.
I would ask what I'm looking at, but I'm not sure there's a satisfactory answer. Penguin. Okay. The figure of an emperor penguin, a creature native to Antarctica. Mine. I'm just stealing all your stuff. Why not?
According to legend, this very djembe belonged to a learned drummer from Senegal who can speak with the dead by rhythmically beating it.
Why? Why did they word it like that? Should have said the drum, not it. Those have like very different meanings.
a native drum from the Asmat people of New Guinea. Their creation myth says Fumerapits made the first carvings of men and women. By beating on this drum, Fumerapits caused the figures to dance, bringing them to life.
You included the on his drum part in this one. What the heck? Whatever. 1613. Okay, I'm assuming that's important. 1613. Oh no, there's more. Is that Chinese?
Mask of an all-powerful moon goddess, esteemed by an eastern island tribe, now lost in time.
Okay.
It is from the private collection of the late famous hermit Klaus von Herdeth. Don't ask me how I get it. I have my ways.
Okay, I wasn't gonna ask, so that's for one. And then you alluded to how you got it after you told me not to ask. So, like, is Herdeth a real person? Huh.
This is called the Mask of the Beholder.
No, it's not. It's a depiction of a kinsect.
Skulls from New Guinea that are believed to be housing protective spirits.
Cool, but why did they paint the skull like a skull? Why not just leave the skull scully? Down into the spooky basement, why not? We have to go down here at some point. Commit. Alright, I know he said not to ask where he gets stuff, but I might start asking. Dr. Faust Journal Entry 3. On March... Nope, Entry 3rd. Don't tell me. September 22nd, 1944. Lying outside the known space-time continuum, this is a dimension to which the gate is knowledge and the key is the Conarium. As we start to shed our fleshly bindings, we start to perceive more and more. If we inquire by merely knowing and thinking on any subject matter, windows to related time and space open up before our non-material selves, our minds. And what's better, we've grasped that the experiences in these sessions are shared and even improved by all of the attendees' personal knowledge. Even thinking about the possibilities that may bestow upon us in our quest for transcending the limits of our mortal bodies is about to make me crazy. But sometimes I wonder what has been keeping our sanity intact inside of this forbidden place. Behind the thick walls of pitch darkness surrounding us, there is something looming, whispering in my ears in a language familiar, yet I cannot discern its content. You know, I've heard people kind of talk about the idea that the mind is actually a transcendental plane. I'm not sure I believe it, but it's an interesting theory. Hypothesis. I just misused the word theory. Nice. Alright, 1613. So there's 13. Oh, I missed a paper. Dr. Faust Journal Entry number 1 on September 14th, 1944. Having heightened my knowledge of the arcane arts, I find myself contemplating the subject of universals. Whether definitions exist in the nature of things or in mere conceptions, illusory or perhaps a sheer product of human language. Our means of receiving impressions are absurdly few and our notions of surrounding objects infinitely narrow. We can see things only as we are constructed to see them and can gain no idea of their absolute nature. So what lies beyond the woven limits of the flesh we've been trapped in, and is it really possible to pass beyond it at least once? What do we know of the world and the universe around us? For the last 10 years of my rough life, I've lived with the undulating echoes of those scorching questions that have rendered me a ghost amongst the flocks. But yesternight, I've never heard the term yesternight before, I finally got some answers. During the last session, Frank and I managed to get the printer to work, and even though the results are blurry, we have the first empirical proof of what we saw out there. Calling it empirical right off the bat is a bit strong, but... Alright, I gotta find one. Are you one? Oh, you are one. Heck is this? It's very creepy. Another letter to Dr. Faust from Harley Warren. A place buried under the sands in the Arabian desert. Dear E.W. Ross, how can we comprehend exactly how much time has passed since the erection of the earliest ziggurats of Sumeria? What can we know about the time-worn Sphinx still standing in the Giza Plateau? They only justify the sheer ignorance of mankind by forcefully making us admit our instantaneous vibrations in the vast cosmos are but an illusion. Today, I want to inform you about something that is equally as interesting as such edifices. That's something I presume you will have a hard time believing. I have finally acquired some information regarding the fabled cities of Rubal Khali, I think? which are said to have been built in the undreamt age of certain wonders and rumored to have been intentionally submerged beneath the eternally shifting sands thousands of years ago. There's even more to this story. According to a reliable source, there should be depictions or information about the locations of ancient Conariums buried within those halls. Within a few weeks, you'll receive a book containing the locations of those cities and a map predating all maps known today, directly copied from the antediluvian originals. I'm sure you are excited beyond imagination and eager to discuss these findings in detail, but I will have to wait a while since I'll be away for some time visiting the oriental wonders of the old world. I am sure you know what I mean. Hope to see you soon. So, Harley Warren is the one that stole that mask?
A serpentine ritual mask from India, which is said to have hypnotic effects on the one who deeply gazes into its eyes.
Okay, hold on. My eyes are really starting to burn. Well, I don't feel hypnotized. Would I know if I was hypnotized, though? Maybe I was hypnotized into thinking that I wasn't hypnotized. What's this? Dr. Faust Journal Entry Number 2, September 15th, 1944. As told in some banned ancient volumes I was able to acquire, it is evident that Conarium, when properly adapted to work with the human psyche and physiology, can transcend the mind beyond the limits of time and space into a peculiar place we are yet to explore. If not for our own experiences, corresponding exactly within the depictions provided in Necronomicon and some other books of forgotten lore, I would easily declare myself a madman. Conclusively, I have solid evidence printed out for me to justify the objectivity of my position. The dimension is completely devoid of light, other than some small glowing and morphing geometrical shapes appearing and disappearing momentarily around us. It also feels extremely cold, but I do not believe that these are just null sensations that our physical bodies attain from what is otherwise impossible to acquire without the Conarium. It is not for us to see this fantastical void with a pair of corporeal eyes, and possibly we are the first explorers ever to reach the ancient forbidden place. But the questions now weighing heavy on my mind is whether we could ever fully understand this experience with the hindrance of our own limited sensations. That's one thing I've always really liked about the Lovecraftian mythos, is that in so many stories humanity is kind of put at the center of it, but yet in Lovecraft stories, humanity is sort of adjacent to it all, and very inconsequential to everything that's happening. Just kind of caught in the center of everything that's happening. Very much left to the mercies of higher powers and higher beings and what they want to do. Alright, well, this is one part that I actually do remember, so don't feel bad if you played this game and couldn't figure out where to go here, because they friggin' hit it right here. That must have been what the crowbar was for. I didn't remember what the crowbar was for, but I guess it was for this. Ooh. Oh, hey, that's the thing we need in the basement. Okay. Didn't remember that's what was in it either. Oh, hey, we didn't listen to this either.
When using Conarium, we are able to be seen as well as to see. For some time, I was detecting a conscious something, previously unseen by my rudimentary vestiges. Only lately, it becomes clear to me. Now it comes into every session and seems to materialize more and more each time. I won't attempt describing it, but only would say that it's not benevolent. From what I can get from its glowing semblance, which I believe is used as a way of communication, it can sense you, only if you spend a considerable time within the sessions.
Go figure.
I've read about it in the cursed Necronomicon and some elusive records compiled from deep-rooted Bedouin oral literature.
Wait, what?
Thus learned that it tries reaching the corporeal vessel to dominate and execute the wanderers of the beyond, such as ourselves. But again, against all warnings, I was a fool to believe that I can stop it with just simple signs and incantations. As a resort, we ended up lighting up the place with myriads of candles as well as electrical lamps, but still shiver with fear with every noise our rundown enclave is causing.
isolated from ancient darkness of the night.
Can I ask a potentially obvious question? If we're the first ones to explore this whole Conarium thing and doing sessions and whatnot, then how come there was details written about it and some entity that's in the Beyond in the Necronomicon? How did that happen? Or is this something that dwells in that sort of Beyond, and the only thing we've discovered is that we can use the Conarium to reach it? Perhaps there's other ways? Do I have this wrong? Oh, okay. I got that part wrong apparently. Dang it. Okay, another cylinder.
In archaic myths, lurking in shunned and forbidden volumes, I've been able to trace some parts, speaking about a device of non-terrestrial origin that is capable of much more than I could ever imagine. Ancient Conariums, I will call them. Machines which are said to have been built long before mankind ever tread on this planet. The very source of the design I've used to make my own version of the machine.
Huh. Alright, maybe that's somewhat answering my question earlier. I seem to remember this being the last leg of the game. So I'm actually going to once again leave you on a cliffhanger. I know you love that. And 2 days from the day that this gets uploaded, the final finale. Yep, we're just committing. That's what I was going to say. I'll admit it. The final finale will be up in a couple of days. So, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. So as always, like and share the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more. I do have a Ko-Fi and Patreon. I'm just trying to plug this somewhat regularly so that people who want to check out the incentives can. No obligation though, of course. Far more importantly, I just hope that you have a great day. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.